Yeah, school. The home of shit like this. And this.
No pomegranates! No pomegranates!
And this. Even though school causes stress, debt, anxiety, depression, and insecurity, it has a plus side too that makes it worth all the trouble that we go through. So today, I'll be covering the pros and the cons of school. But mostly the cons.
I done made it here myself. It ain't much, but it's hard work. Been through a lot, but I found out what my heart is worth. Just cause I'm nowhere near the top don't mean I can't keep up. More money is my problems. Tell me when I say came to birth. I'm doing this for something great and money's part of the scheme. How can money cause my...
So let's start out on a more positive note by talking about the pros of school first. School teaches us little people how to read and write, as well as the basics of math, history, and science. These of course are essential to become a functioning human being. These are of course essential. These of course are essential to become These of course are essential to become a functioning human being. However, those basic classes ended in like 7th grade. Let me not already get to the basics. Let me not already get to the negatives of school. School gives us the basic knowledge for us to be successful in life. You can find love in school. You can also find people making love in school. I had my first girlfriend in 6th grade. Let me just walk you through the list of L's in this relationship. I didn't even like this chick. I was too much of a to tell her that I didn't like her. She asked me out. We dated for a month, and in that month, I never touched her, never kissed her, never hugged her once. I even went out of my way to avoid seeing this chick in the hallway. Not my proudest memory. Another pro of school is band, because band is cool. When you get to college, you can major in something and then graduate with a degree in that something and then go get a job in the real world that may or may not even relate to that something. School gets you into a routine of waking up early as hell, being out of the house for hours a day, just like you will do for the rest of your life in the real world when you get a real job. All jokes aside, I just spit on my shit. All jokes aside, some of the things that I mentioned, like learning the basics and college, are actually really important and are really good to have. However, those two things don't just like hide all of the flaws. What the hell is this? What is this? Ah! However, they don't just hide all the flaws that school holds. So, let's start off small. School food. What the f are they trying to feed us? Ew! It just gradually gets worse and worse over the years. How the f did we go from True Moo to Creamo Land? Creamo Land. What the f is Creamo Land? Alright, next up we got band kids. And this also includes you orchestra kids, because you motherfuckers are weird as too.
Damn you! You traitors!
And I know that I'm in band and orchestra, but I'm not that bad.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now! Stop the cap!
Let me just say, band kids have zero common sense, okay? We're trying to clean up the room, and I'm like, okay, yo, take these chairs and go put them away. And they're like, what do I do? How do you put it away? Do you not see the 7-foot stack of chairs? Just give it to me, bro. Do it myself. Touch me. How are you eating Takis and Cheetos at 7 in the morning? Why do you always have to spray perfume? Why do you always have to be in an argument with someone over some stupid shit? Why can't someone just look in your general direction without you getting your panties in a bunch? And tell me why all of you look like this. Freshmen, why are y'all so damn cringe? Leave that shit at the middle school. Sophomores, if I hear you say shut up freshmen one more time,
Bruh, you tripping!
Also, stop acting like you run the place before you get folded. Juniors, y'all are cool. Seniors, man, y'all just trying to leave.
School! All this bullshit!
Next up is you smoking motherfucker. I don't care if you smoke, just don't do that shit in the bathroom. I hear like 8 dudes walk in the bathroom and start smoking, and I'm just sitting there like... Also, I'm getting tired of all the bathrooms always being closed because you can't hold in your f***ing nicotine addiction for 6 hours. Let's not forget you coffee drinking motherfucker. I swear, y'all love to go to Dunkin' at like 7 in the morning, get your stupid little iced coffee, and then shake that around obnoxiously to let everybody know that you just had a coffee. And then you'll always have to tell us how much coffee you already drank and how much you're gonna drink in the rest of the day. I will commit self-die before I have to rely on coffee or an energy drink or anything like that to keep me going through the day. Let's talk about relationships real quick. And this goes out to you weird-ass couples that just be making out in the hallways and shit. Leave that shit at home. Nobody wants to see that. I'm just trying to walk to my 3rd period class. Also, high school relationships are just not built to last. You. Alright, now that I'm done ranting about the people who go to school, let me rant about the school system itself.
Shut up! Shut up!
Some teachers just have no chill. I didn't come to school to hear you screaming at me with that hot-ass, stank-ass coffee breath. I've seen some pretty creepy teachers in the past. Some of you guys should not be within 500 feet of the school. Now there's a bunch of other shit that really pisses me off, but this right here, this really takes the cake. If I'm expected to functioning human being, if I'm expected to submit my assignments in on time, why the can't you submit the grades in on time? Why do you always have to wait till the very last day of the quarter to put in the grades? Stress, anxiety, depression. Woo! Then when you tell your counselor that you feel like crap, this is what you get.
You're suicidal. You're suicidal. You're suicidal. Why? You're suicidal. You're suicidal.
It wouldn't be a video complaining about school if I didn't bring this up. Why the f do I need to know calculus to be successful in life? Why the f do I need to know the equation for photosynthesis to be successful in life? Now, I'm not saying that everything we learn in school is useless. I'm saying that everything that we learned after 7th grade is useless. When it comes to math, everything after algebra should not be required to take. Those math should be like an elective or something just in case you might need that for your college studies. Science, chemistry, botany, and parts of biology should not be required. There is so much useless information. When I ask my parents in what stage of cell division do the spindle fibers appear, they have no clue.
Shit, I don't even know. Like, I can't even tell you that. Like,
neither do I. English. After learning how to read and write on an advanced level, just
Stop!
I did speak to him last night. He told me the whole story. It sounded like Safari 2.0. What I mean Safari 2.0.
For what purpose does thyself require thy knowledge of who talk like that? This is the only subject that I have no complaints about. The only thing is that it gets a little boring. But history is pretty cool. Instead of giving us these stupid, useless ass classes, we should make those elective just in case you might need that for college. And then just teach us how to like do our taxes or how to set up a mortgage or something that will actually benefit us in the future.
You're correct, my brother.
Alright, so this next kind of school isn't a very well-known one and it's not really talked about very often. So hear me out on this one. School low-key takes away our creativity. When you really sit down and take a look at what school really is, what is it? School is supposed to be the place that prepares us for the real world and prepares us to be adults, which they don't do very well, but that's beside the point. School engraves it into our brain that we're supposed to go to school, go to college, go get a job, and then generally work until you're in your 60s depending on how much money you made. And if you don't go to college, you're seen as a bum. And if you go right into the workforce after you graduate from high school, then you're gonna work until you die or until you're unable to. So So not many kids have the ambition to go do something other than college, such as like stocks, real estate, music, YouTube, etc. And they have a fear of disapproval from their parents because their parents were taught the same exact way. Go to college and get a real job. So oftentimes, if a kid wants to do something other than college, their parents probably won't approve of it because society and school taught us that school is the only answer. Speaking of college, let's not forget all that debt you're gonna have to go through. You better hope that you actually find a well-paying job and not just have a stupid degree and then just go work in McDonald's. So now you're working this minimum wage job and then you have to go still pay off all this debt. No. Alright, I think that's enough ranting about school. I'm sure I missed a bunch of other pros and cons, but these are the ones that I came up with. So if you have any thoughts about what I mentioned, or you have your own, leave them down in the comment section below. Make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.
I'm walking down a lonely road, only me, myself, and my homies. Yeah, we bought it so low, but I never stoop so low. It's a chase after you when you turn your back on me. I'ma keep it 100, I never needed you. Maybe that's just my apathy speaking. Maybe my ego was leaking, we drifted apart naturally. That's probably what you would say, but the fact of the matter is you switched up on me. If you really meant everything that you said, then how could you give up so easily? I worked my ass off to overcome what came between us, but you didn't have the decency to tell me you threw in the towel. Look.